everyone. Welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another movie review. Wow. Guys, the movie that I'm bringing your way, this video is, I would honestly say, God, if you do the math correctly, it's almost 40 years ago. That's what I'm thinking. No, I'm lying, guys. It's 36 years. How's that? No, it's, if you guys seen the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure you have. I'm doing a movie review on Gremlins. And guys, honest to God truth, I don't think I've watched Gremlins since I was a kid. And that was like when I was 8 years old. So you're looking at 36 years I haven't seen this movie. And I can honestly tell you, I forgot half the movie. I can seriously tell you guys, I forgot half the movie. And I even forgot that it takes place over the Christmas season. So no, it's not a Christmas movie because it's not, Christmas themed. It just happens at Christmas time. He gets the little thing as a Christmas gift. But anyways, my God. And boy, am I glad. This, like I said, honest to God truth, 36 years later, I've watched this and I can honestly say I enjoyed it. So let me give you, like I always say, in the non-spoiler portion, guys, some details. Give you a gist of the plot, and then I'll spoil the hell out of it in the spoiler section. I'll put that sign, I'll throw up a couple of pictures, make it look all pretty for all you guys. So, you guys, hang in there. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, Gremlins. It came out June 8th, 1984. It's classified as a comedy horror, which it is a little bit, because there's a couple of scenes with those little Gremlin bastards. Hilarious, guys. Like, for back then, it was funny. I still laugh today, like I laughed back as a kid. It's about an hour and 40 minutes long. It was released by Warner Brothers. I think it was executive produced by Steven Spielberg. So you can only imagine. It's, like I'm telling you guys, it's unreal. Here's the cast. Ready? We have Howie Mandel. Yes, Howie Mandel, good Canadian man. Or boy, I was going to say. He does the voice of Gizmo. And I did not know it until after the fact. I think it was on the news or that special that was on him that he mentioned that. By the way, I did Bobby's World and all that. And I also did Gizmo. And I'm like, are you serious? But yeah, he did Gizmo. He does the voice. Actors. Zack Galligan, he plays Billy. You got Phoebe Cates, which I totally forgot she was in it. She plays Kate. You got Hoyt Axton, who plays the father. Polly Holliday, which plays this rude bitch, let's just say that, of a person. She's like a snob. She's that old lady, but don't worry. She gets her due. You got Frances Lee McCain. I don't know if that was the mother. You got Keye Luke. He plays Mr. Wing. He's the guy that they get the creature from. Mogwai. That's what they're called. Not Gizmos or Gremlins. That's what they become after, but I'll get to that. Scott Brady plays the sheriff. And, of course, Corey Feldman. He plays Little Pete in it. I totally forgot that he was in it as well. So, it goes to show you how long ago. But the basic plot, or I guess synopsis of it, without ruining it for you guys, there's a father who's kind of like an inventor. He likes to create gadgets that don't work. So he decides to go on a business trip somewhere. I think he goes to Chinatown, as he put it. And he's trying to find a perfect gift to bring home for his son for Christmas. So he goes to this old antique Chinese shop that has this little Mogwai in a box. This little creature that he discovers. And the old man doesn't want to sell it to him. But somehow the little kid that's, ends up selling to him for $200. He takes it back home, and he's supposed to follow 3 rules. And the 3 rules was there's not spoilers, guys. Keep it out of the sunlight. Do not put or spill water or give it water. And do not feed it after midnight. 3 simple rules that he told him. If you can follow those 3 rules, peace and quiet. But, of course, you know how it is. They go home. Unintentionally, things happen. Water gets spilled. And all the other stuff happened. They learned whatever. And then out of the situation, these things evolve into something else. Not like Gizmo, but into something else. Gremlins. The leader's Stripe, I'll just say that. And oh my God, the mischief that they get into. And then things get worse and snowballs until the point that they basically take over the town. And they're running for their lives, trying to survive. and trying to take him out, right? And especially Stripe, because Stripe is a smart son of a gun. And oh my God, there's a couple scenes in the movie, especially the bar scene, I'll just say that you see everything under the sun. And I mean literally everything under sun. And it's probably one of the funniest things you'll see for like 5 minutes straight. You will laugh your butt off. Trust me, I laughed my butt off like there was no tomorrow. Like, and then everything else is pretty much, you can kind of figure out they're going to do bad things. Things are going to go bad. And then at the end of the day, they end up taking care of the bad gremlin. But as we all know, if you guys are Gremlin fans, there's, I think, 1 or 2 other films that came out later, a couple of, maybe 6 years later or something. I don't remember those either, so I don't know if I'll ever tackle those, but it's over your head. Practical effects, not bad. Cheesy as hell. It's the 80s stuff, guys. If you didn't grow up in the 80s, you're not going to appreciate it as much as I did. There's no CD players and all this crap that you guys know. There's going to be old TVs, old microwaves, old video games, old cars, old everything from the 80s. That when I grew up, for God's sakes, and it's going to mean more to me, someone my age, than you guys. But you're still going to enjoy it. I got to get my niece and nephew to watch it. But my overall thoughts after revisiting, watching Gremlins after 36 years, I enjoyed it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's one of those films, especially now, Christmas time, that I think you guys are going to enjoy. It's the holiday kind of type of movie, and it's fun as hell. Creepy at some places, and creepy, you know, and very funny and cheesy in others. Let's just say that. So, okay. I recommend you guys checking it out. Is it one of the best things you'll ever see in your life? Probably not, but it was damn good at the time. Okay, put that spoiler up there. Okay, guys. So basically, there's this inventor, father. All the crap that he creates lasts for a couple of weeks, and then it's a disaster. He's pretty much a loser. His kid works at the bank, trying to make ends meet. There's a girl that he likes that they're slowly falling for each other, you know. But eventually they do, near the end. You got this kid who's just trying to get by. His car doesn't work. You know, he's trying to get by as best as he can. Keep positive. His parents are doing the same thing. Everybody thinks of something of his family. This girl has a, you know, she kind of doesn't like Christmas because there was a tragedy that occurred in her life. I think her father got stuck in the chimney with presents. He snapped his neck and died, and that's why she found out at a very young age that there's no Santa, and she doesn't really go for the holiday season, which is reasonable. Her father died on Christmas trying to be Santa. So that was kind of tragic, whatever. But she slowly kind of reveals that at the end and kind of gets closer to Billy. So anyway, so this inventor goes to the gift shop trying to get this amazing cool gift for his son. Goes to visit a Chinese antique shop where he discovers this Mogwai, which is Gizmo, in the box. He's told by the old man, I can't sell this to you. You're not ready. There's 3 rules that you can't break. Don't put them in sunlight. Don't expose them to water. And the third, don't feed them after midnight. What happens? You can only imagine. So he takes him home, tells his son, be careful. He is as careful as he can be. But stuff happens. You know, Corey Feldman's in it. So he comes over one day and he kind of spills in a jar of water. And then all of a sudden, I totally forgot about this because I knew they had to come up from somewhere. Spill a little water and little bubbles on the back of poor little Gizmo and it shoots right out of him. And then what happens? These other Mogwais start to grow or develop, but they're evil little bastards. So they start to think they got a little attitude. They're little troublemakers. They lie, manipulate, and they look like Gizmo. The only thing is their personalities suck. So over time, they outsmart the young guy and they get fed after midnight. They go into this kind of like alien-looking cocoon pod thing. It's disgusting as hell. They're trying to figure out what's going on with these things. They're slowly mutating to these gremlins, these little troublemakers, and that's when shit hits the fan. Oh my God, the beginning when they start to hatch out, you know, they took it to some teacher and the teacher's kind of figured out, and he kind of like, I don't know if he died, but he bit the bullets, let's just say that. His mother discovers poor little Gizmo there, and I'm telling you, Gizmo, one of the cutest little, you thought Baby Yoda's cool? You gotta watch little baby Gizmo. Anyways, but he's pinned to a board and they're throwing darts at him and all this shit. So they're getting dismissive. The mother picks up a knife because she hears the knife. And this is the craziest part. She goes up and this thing somehow goes back downstairs. She goes down in the kitchen. There's one of these little bastards in a mixer or blender. What does the mother do who's very peaceful? She presses the button, shreds the shit out of the gremlin. I was on the floor. Then she sees another one throwing stuff at her, like dishes or something. She takes a knife and she stabs the shit out of him, kills him. Then there's another little bastard that she somehow grabs, throws in the microwave, presses a button, and he just bursts. He blows up. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's where we meet Stripe, the little ringleader. He ends up leaving and getting out of there. He gets water on himself. And that's what happens. So he's chasing him into some sort of, I think, YMCA, trying to figure out, because the kid ends up saving his mother from getting choked by him. He ends up leaving the house, Stripe. Runs to the YMCA. And what the hell's at a YMCA, guys? A pool. So this thing gets knocked in, or he falls in. And what happens? Gremlins out of your arse. Let's just say that. We're not talking about hundreds, we're talking about thousands. So those little bastards go crazy on the whole town, wreaking havoc, killing people, pulling brake lines, causing accidents, destroying stuff, eating more crap. Oh my God, the theater scene, hilarious, but we'll get there after. Before that, the girl that Billy, the main character's character, she's working in a bar as a second job. My God. Probably some of the funniest crap that you'll ever see in your life in those 5 or 7 minutes at the bar. She's serving them booze. They're drinking it up. There's one gremlin having 3 cigarettes in its mouth. I'm like, are you serious? One that's like a cross-dresser. One guy's doing breakdancing moves. One guy's like a mugger. He puts a mask on and he starts shooting people. You got one guy who looks like the Godfather. I'm telling you guys, you've seen it on one spinning from the fan, and the way she gets out taking pictures because, trying to blind him and gets out. Meets up with Billy. They end up they basically ran for their life, little scaredy cats. They come back and they're wondering, why is the town so quiet? Guys, I'm not kidding you. They're in a damn movie theater watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah. They're all bobbing their heads back and forth and whatever the crap. I was like, wow, I totally forgot about this crap. So they go there. So they decide, let's pull the gas line underneath, light the place up, and blow them up. But of course, that would have been it. Nope. Stripe went over across the street because he wanted candy. They ran out of candy. He's the only one there. What happens? The theater goes up and blows everybody up, leaving this little bastard left. So they chase this little bastard into some sort of, I don't know if it was a hotel or whatever the crap it is. That's the showdown, guys. Before we get to the showdown, that bitch sketcher dude, she wanted to kill his dog because the dog did this and broke her snow. She was a bitch. Let's just say that. First class, whatever. But she had one of those little motorized things that kind of go down the stairs because she had heart problems or whatever the crap. So the gremlins end up... This is another cool part. I want to have to mention this, right? She hates carolers. So who's at the door singing? She's thinking these little kids. So she wanted to shoo them away, right? So she goes to the door. She opens the door, and what is it? It's 5 or 6 bloody gremlins singing Christmas carols. Don't even make sense at all. She realizes, scares the shit out of her. She goes inside. That's when, this is the funny part. So the cops are getting called now. They don't believe this kid that what's going on, right? So they're going over, just driving through basically, okay, guys? That's where one of the gremlins pulls their thing and causes a car accident for them down the road. But before that, this old lady gets in her chair, trying to flee up in her room, the second level of her house. The thing just whips right up so damn fast, flies out the window, done. So she got it right there. Now let's fast forward, guys. Let's get into the cool part. So the finale. So he's chasing him into some sort of sports store. That's what it was. He gives his girlfriend, Phoebe Cates, Gizmo to watch over while he goes after Stripe. And Stripe, I'm telling you, he's throwing basketballs, tennis balls, you name it to work. Gets a goddamn, pardon the language, chainsaw with the bat. He's trying to fight him off with the bat. Ends up getting whatever. You got little Gizmo decides, you know what? I'm going to take matters in my own hands. He's going to get into a Barbie car that's remote control. And he's whipping back and forth because he's been watching TV and shit. He loves racing. So he's going through there, trying not to get run over. Ends up doing a Dukes of Hazzard jump. Hits into Stripe a little bit. Then he crashes. And then, I guess, jumps up, pulls the lever, gets the sun because Stripe was kind of like shooting at the kid, Billy. And he was threatening that he's going to get in the water. And he kind of does, but Gizmo ends up letting the light in, starts to make the sky bubble. And this is the creepy part, guys. So if your kids might not like it, but you see him kind of slowly like melt away and shit. And it looked pretty freaky. I'm telling you right now. And he jumps out and he slowly just dies. And we know that, I guess, something survived from there, but we think he's dead. They walk away. And then you got the old Chinese guy coming at the end. Mr. Wing, I think his name is. He goes, "You're not ready. I got to take him back. Told you guys, see what happened to the town. It went bananas. Maybe in time, you'll be ready and you can get him back." So Gizmo says his little goodbye, gets in the box, says bye, Billy, ends up leaving. It's pretty sad, man. I almost teared up there, but, not to the point that I'm like, why are you taking Gizmo? He's mine. But anyways, they let him go. The old man walks down the street. You see the nice scenery, the snow and everything, and that's where the movie ends. But holy crap, my overall thoughts, it was enjoyable. Like, the beginning was kind of like, you got to grin and bear the first maybe 25 minutes, guys, out of the hour and 40 minutes that it is. And then once it gets into 30 minutes and 40 minutes, and especially when the bad gremlins appear and they kind of mutate into them and then shit happens, that's when it starts to get interesting, and the movie just goes. And then the conclusion is what I just told you guys, right? So, but it's good. I think it's worth a watch for all you guys to check it out. I enjoyed it after 36 years, so it goes to show you, I was 8 years old when I seen the damn Gremlins. And back then, it was a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal for me. I was more into, you guys know, 84, Transformers. But I enjoyed it. That little Gizmo character, everybody went bananas. You couldn't even find them, and then Furby came out later and shit. But Gizmo, if you thought Baby Yoda was cute, this thing is just as cute. And the way you saw, and you have Howie Mandel voicing him, like, Jesus, man, that's like unbelievable. And it's just a bonus that it's a holiday movie. It's a Christmas movie at the same time, in a sense that it takes place during the Christmas time season. So I think you guys will totally enjoy it. I kind of recommend you guys checking it out for yourself. Come back in the comment section. Let the king know what you think. It is dated. It's not the best practical effects, but it's passable. I think it's not going to take you guys away from enjoying the film in any way. It's a good movie. Go check it out for yourself. Spielberg's name's attached to it. You know it's not going to be bad. So there you go, guys. That's my movie review for this episode of The Movie Throne. Check out my other content. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out the 5 sneak peek podcast episodes that I have up. It's up to you guys. Got to reach that 1K number, because if I'm going to even consider spending all my hard time and hours putting these things together for you guys got to do your part and show up. It's a two-way street, right? It's a partnership, Throne Nation. If you want videos like that in the new year, show up now, and then I'll see if I'm going to decide to do it. If not, I'm totally fine to cut back a little bit on my plate, because I got other projects that I'm doing. You know, I draw and all that crap and write. Can focus a little bit more there, but I'll still bring you guys movie reviews your way in the new year. So, you know, there'll be less videos, but still damn good content. So either way, you guys are the judge. You guys will decide. So until then, be the hell good, stay off the king's throne, and I will see you with another movie review sometime in the future. Take it easy, guys.